and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be flipping through the Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot. It's an 80 card deck and guidebook. This is by MJ Cullinane and published by Hay House. Now, if you hadn't seen my Hay House goodies, this was one of the decks that I received an advance copy of for the purposes of review. So I did show some sneak peeks in that video. So definitely check it out if you're interested to see all the other decks that were featured. And let's get into this particular deck. So I'm excited. This, as you're watching this, has already released, so you can definitely check it out. There's always links in the description box of where you can find this deck legitimately. So definitely check it out if you're interested. So yes, let's go ahead and get into the back here, where it says, with one paw in the world of catnip toys and belly rubs, and another in the world of stalking prey and disappearing into the landscape, cats exist in a liminal space between domestic and wild, captive and free. They are mysterious shapeshifters, loyal familiars, and self-appointed rulers over the humans they deign to grace with their company. And many of us will happily submit to their rule for a few cuddles. From scrounging alley cats to well-fed fat cats and hairless cats to giant puffballs, Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot is positively perfect deck for any cat lover. I really love the puns. They're really cute. Each of the Rider-Waite-Smith style cards in this deck depicts cats along with their own furry fool's journey, the good, the bad, the graceful, and the goofy. This retails for $29.99 in the US, $39.99 in Canada. Now, this originally was indie, so you may recognize it because you've seen it before. It's technically not a new deck. It was indie, MJ created it indie, and then Hay House picked it up to bring to the mass market space. That way it's more readily available for more people. So yes, I also do love the sides with the cats and the clouds. So cute. There's more cats inside. I love cats, so I'm excited about this particular deck. So we have a cat inside here with an owl, and is that a fox? Yeah, it's a fox. Some trees, it looks like, and then in the top it says, slip beyond the veil on silent cat paws. So yes, so let's put that there. We're gonna put this here. Okay, so this has a thick guidebook. It's 174 pages. So that's pretty good. Okay, we have a table of contents here with an introduction. Let me focus this so it focuses. There we go. We have an introduction, preparing to use your deck, card spreads, questions from the cats of the major arcana, minor arcana, and then about the author. Okay, card spread. So we have a simple yes or no maybe spread with actual columns of what would be yes, what would be no, what would be maybe. We have a single card advice. We have the meow spread, which is motivation, external influences, obstacle, and wisdom. Maybe I'll do that later. Then we have questions from the cats of the major arcana. That's interesting. So each card has a question associated with it. That's cool. Then we go into the major arcana. So it seems like, what do we have? We have title, dedicated to trouble. Oh, okay. Is that a specific someone's cat named Trouble? Then we have energy attributes. We have a positive and we have a negative. So they're all, so it seems like they're all dedicated to something. Maybe all the cats are people sent in information in that regard. For the miners, it seems like we have some blurb here on the wands itself and which miners they're aligned with. Interesting. Okay, symbolism. Very nice. So I guess they maybe she asked people to submit cat photos, and each cat that's the cat's name. So it seems like we have the same thing for each minor, and when we get into the minors, it's the same kind of information like the majors. So full blurb with the energy attributes. So that's pretty good that we have similar information. Then we have about the author at the end. Okay, so I will read from the guidebook once we get into it. Okay, let's put the cards over here. So have some more space. So we have the Fool here. So I guess the name of every single cat is in the guidebook, which very nice. That is pretty awesome, actually. Seems like we have a crocodile. So we have a dog back here that looks like so like happy and everything. Maybe they're trying to stop this cat from their journey, from taking that risk because of I don't know if that's a crocodile or an alligator or what, but yeah. Dragonfly and everything. That's really cute. I actually really like that. Oh, by the way, these are the backs. I love the backs. The backs look amazing. So, yes. Then we have the Magician. Interesting. So we have a cup, we have the pentacle, we have the sword, we have the wand. So we have all the tools available. I love how there's a caterpillar down here and already a chrysalis up here that's already ready. The butterfly should be coming out any moment. In that sense, definitely get that feeling of transformation is within your own inner power because you have the tools available to you. In that sense, in regards to the Magician, so I actually really like that. Then we have the High Priestess. I love the fact that we still have they're not really pillars of sorts, but we have like the curtain here, and we have like this kind of like tree here, which kind of still signifies pillars to me with that aspect. To me, with the curtain, it's about lifting the veil, going into the unknown, pretty much going into your subconscious. That's really how I view the High Priestess majority of the time. It's really about going deep into your intuition, your subconscious, and following that. We still have the crescent moon, which is pretty nice. And we have the eye, which to me signifies psychic abilities. The High Priestess typically I associate also with psychic abilities, so I do like that as well. It's like the all-seeing eye. We have the Empress. Look at the little baby. Oh my god, so cute. The little mouse at the bottom. We still have the heart with the Venus symbol, which is really nice. I love that. So cute. Then we have the Emperor. He looks angry. Very angry looking. We have like a golden apple on the top though. I wonder what that signifies actually. I want to see if the book says anything about it. Let's see. Okay, so this cat is named Lincoln. Lincoln, friend, you need a little bit more joy in your life. Let's see. Does it say anything about the apple above the head? It doesn't seem like it. Holds us accountable for our actions, and if we stray off the path or become distracted, he is there swiftly to enforce a course of correction. Interesting. I don't see anything about the apple specifically. Though it says here, in the energy attributes for positive, it says a firm, secure voice of reason during times of chaos. I'm wondering if, like, the apple. It also says here, although his presence can be intimidating, if you are operating from a place that holds your best self at the moment, he will be there to help guide you to success. Interesting. I'm wondering if, like, the apple signifies, like, the apple of knowledge or wisdom. And that's why, like, you would look to this person to guide you because of that particular sense. They have wisdom, knowledge, they lead in that sense. That's what I'm wondering, since it doesn't specifically state anything about that particular item. So we have a cat here holding a mouse who's holding a key. So I feel like this is saying that you would do anything to unlock knowledge and wisdom. You would do anything to get ahead, in a sense, in that regard, like in terms of learning, which is kind of brutal. Oh, we have another cat here in the background, which I didn't even notice. It's very interesting. It's very interesting imagery. And this is what the card that we have on the box, the Lovers. So it looks like these two are connected in that sense. And then we have what's supposed to be the tree of knowledge, I would assume. And then we have the snake at the roots with what was supposed to be the angel, but it's a lion now at the top. So I guess, like, this feels like a choice that needs to be made, whether you want to keep the connection or sever the connection, in my opinion, in that regard. So yeah. Then we have the chariot. So we have two dogs pulling the chariot, and then we have this cat here riding the chariot. I like that. It's really funny because it seems like the cat is in command and the dogs need to obey in the what the cat is dictating. Reminds me of a Disney movie or something. Then we have the strength card. So we still have the infinity sign, which is typical of a strength card. We see this cat trying to overcome or tame this wolf, who seems very, about it, with the growling and the teeth showing and everything. They're trying to seem powerful, but they're trying to also overpower this particular wolf as well. So they're trying to be powerful, but looks like the cat will be more would succeed more in that regard. And then we have the hermit. I like how instead of a lantern we have the fireflies. That's really cute. The cat is in the tree, so it feels like the cat is, like, looking to the light to see, like, maybe reflecting and whatnot, and just taking some space for them, or time for them. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. We have quite a number of crows in here. We have the Justice. Interesting. So we still have the sword. Looks like the sword is piercing the heart of a bird. Then we have two birds here at the bottom on the scales themselves. This cat, though, has their eyes closed. It seems like they're resting. I wonder if there's any significance for that. So the cat themselves is named Tika. And it says that Tika is a remarkable cat with a particular habit. She spends most of her day in an office with her human, an ethics professor at a local college. Tika, sensing perhaps a dilemma troubling her human, always knows which books will offer a fair and impartial solution. Of course, this cat can't read, but maybe she can judge a book by its cover. Interesting. So maybe oh yeah, there's books here at the bottom. I didn't even notice that until I read this thing. With the eyes being closed, I'm wondering if like it's the act of being impartial and just taking time to see all the sides before taking a specific stance on something. And maybe they just need to close their eyes to really take time to think about things and also to ground themselves as well. That's what I'm thinking in that sense. Like being more grounded. The more grounded you are, the more impartial and unbiased you would be. And the hanged man. The cat is like, looks like the bird is like trying to hold on to the cat, which is pretty funny. There's a lot of crows. I feel like this would pair well with the Urban Crow Oracle. Maybe we'll see that later. Then we have Death. Then we have Temperance. Quite a lot of fish. Lots of fish. We have the Devil. Wow, that is weird. It's a weird devil. We have like the cat, and it looks like the cat is trying to trick the mouse because of the cheese. I actually would love to read this, actually. I'm going to set this aside because that devil is scared looking. Very scared looking. Then we have the Tower. Look at all the cats. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 cats. Destruction and chaos. That's cats, honestly, for you. They'll knock things over. They'll look you dead in the eye and just knock something over. Then we have the Star. This is so cute. Oh my god. This person's holding their cat. Cuddles. I love it. So adorable. Then we have the Moon. Oh, there's a cat face in the moon. This is so cool. Then we have the Sun with all the doves, butterflies, and sunflowers. So yeah, I really like that. Then we have Judgment. So we have, again, quite a number of crows, and then we have 3 cats in this sense. We have a statue of an angel instead of the traditional angel. But I like this. It's very interesting. And then we have the world. So we have a cat. Again, we have a few cats, but we have 1 cat lifting the world. This feels like the cat rules the world is pretty much what this feels like in this particular sense. Okay, so this is an extra card. Unity. This is so cute. Oh, I love this so much. And then we have another extra card, which is Grimalkin. So nice. This is the card that's in the bottom of the box, where it has like the owl, the fox, and we have the big cat there. Okay, so now we go into the wands. So we have like path journey. Looks like the cat is starting off. Traditional, there's the 2 wands. We have 2 cats. We still have a world, so we have the globe. Feels pretty traditional in that sense. Then we have the 3 of wands. Again, pretty traditional. We have a cat looking out, 3 wands standing by. So they're looking at what the possibilities are out there. The 4 of wands. So the 4 wands is typically about celebration. I'm assuming they're happy because of the yarn balls and all the yarn all over the place. I know cats get really excited for those kind of things. So I'm just wondering what it says in particular. Yeah. So the challenge is on what cat can liberate the yarn from the wands first. Nothing creates more excitement for Faye and Peps, which are the names of the cats, than getting into their humans' knitting baskets. Who knew 2 balls of yarn could cause such a frenzy? It's time. The time has come for play and celebration. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. It's so cute. I love it so much. Then we have the 5 of wands. Interesting. So we have many of those sticks there that you play with cats that have like feathers at the end. It's interesting. This is a sense of like conflict, competition, maybe conflict in the sense of which one should I chase after? Maybe that's the conflict for the cat in particular. Then we have the 6 of wands. We have 2 cats here, and then we have this cat like is reigning supreme on top of the fence. I love that though. Then we have the 7 of wands. They're stuck on a branch, it looks like. It's very interesting. Well, typically from the 7 of wands, I go with, what do I go with? Resilience, maybe? 7 of wands. Yeah, resilience, and then 9. Sometimes the 7 and 9 I mix up. This typically I go with resilience, being resilient, and then the 9 I typically go with standing your ground and defense. So resilience. So being resilient to get down from being stuck on that branch. Then we have the 8 of wands. Love the movement of this particular card. Typically, the 8 of wands, you know how in traditional tarot, there's no movement. Typically, and if you see like traditional RWS, you just see the wands. But the 8 of wands signifies movement. It signifies quick action, quick movement. It's about really going for something quickly. So I love the movement in this with the cat moving and then all the birds moving. I really like that depiction of the 8 of wands. Defenses weren't up for sure. The poor cat got stuck in the water. Love it. Then the 10 of wands. Ooh, okay. Trying to take on too much. They're trying to get at the birds, but in the process, they're probably making too many things, like too many wands fall their way. And then they have too many responsibilities, burdens on them. Then we have the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Wow, look, horses too. That's so cool. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Love that. So pretty. And then lastly, the King of Wands. Oh, we have the lizard. So cool. Then we get into the cups. So we have the Ace of Cups. Looks like the cat is trying to play with the flower in the water. The Two of Cups. Definitely that sense of connection with the two cats pawing at the heart. Then we have the Three of Cups. I love this. They're all knocking over their cups, which feels like such a cat thing to do, honestly. You do that all the time. Then we have the Four of Cups. So we definitely have this cat here with the three cups, and then we have this other cup in the trees with a bird. So I definitely get that traditional sense of the traditional Four of Cups, where a cup appears, a random hand with a cup appears out of nowhere, but the person's not really paying attention. Then we have the Five of Cups. So we have three cups turned over, but we have two here in the back that are overflowing, but the cat is not paying attention. Six of Cups. Definitely get that like childlike feel from this. Definitely nostalgia. You know, how the cat's just playing, and we have another cat looking up. It's so cute. I really love this card. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Traditional, with all the cups and then the different choices and things. Not everything is good for a cat, so the cat needs to choose wisely. We have the Eight of Cups. I love this, how the cat is looking at I'm going to assume it's a sunrise, though it could be a sunset, but I'm going to assume a sunrise because typically Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something to go to something better. So I want to say that the sunrise is what would bring, but I'm going to see here if it could also, if it is a sunset, it could mean the sun setting on the old and moving on to something new, a new day, like tomorrow's a new day, so I'm going to start something new, I'm going to go towards something new. It could also mean that as well. But I just want to see if she makes note if it's whether a sunrise, sunset. Though I'm going to assume that it's up to the interpretation of the person reading and based on the reading that you're doing. So, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. So that's what I'm gonna assume. You can read it either or. I guess it's really up to you as the reader. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Definitely have that abundant but also wishful. The Nine of Cups I consider the wish card, so definitely have that wishful thinking or actual wishes coming true in that sense. Ten of Cups. Oh, that's so cute. Look at the little family card. So cute. I wonder what their names are. These two here in the card. Emily, Ann, and Kirby. They're so cute. Oh, they're kittens. I love it. I love how they all have their names in the guidebook. That's so fun. It's so fun. And we have the Page of Cups, very traditional with the fish in the cup. And we have the Knight of Cups. We have a horse again here. Very nice with the hearts. Definitely Knight of Cups. That's lover action in my opinion. Queen of Cups here. Also have some fish. And then we have the King of Cups. Oh, I love that. Then we get into the swords. Very interesting. The Two of Swords. So they're on the swords, which is interesting. And I feel like the fog or the cloudiness maybe prevents them from seeing well the birds. So maybe that could be in that sense of, you know, taking off the blindfolds, waiting for maybe the clouds to clear in that sense before making a decision. Three of Swords. Oh, I love the little kitten here with the rest. So cute. And then we have the Five. Winning at all costs. Look, the cat has the dog bed, has the dog's ball, and the dog is just in the back, just laying there, thinking, this cat has everything is mine. So yeah, winning at all costs. The Six of Swords. Oh, very traditional. On a log, but like instead of a boat, they're on a log. But they're still in water, which is really interesting. So I do like that. You see the current here. Seven of Swords. Oh my god. The poor bird. Definitely being sneaky. Cats, sometimes they could be sneaky in that particular sense. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Maybe they're under here because they feel like the rain. So maybe this particular cat doesn't like rain, and they feel like the rain is stopping them from moving forward. But really, in reality, that's not the case, So yeah. And then we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, we definitely have that nightmare-ish, frightening kind of cat. Definitely scared, like a scaredy cat. Yeah, I like that depiction too. Oh no, I don't like this. The Ten of Swords. Just makes me sad. But yeah, the Ten of Swords, traditional, with the swords in the person. So, yeah, but it's in a cat, and that just makes it worse, in my opinion. Then we have the Page of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Again, another horse. Oh, I love how they all have horses and them now. It's really nice. And then we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and then we go into the Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, very traditional. We have the Two of Pentacles. That's so fun. So we have like the pentacles on the mice themselves. So it definitely, and they look like they're moving. So I definitely feel like there's some kind of like balancing act in that regard. So that's very interesting. We have the Three of Pentacles here. So we have three. They're trying to like get in. It looks like they're trying to get into a window. But I don't know how much they're working together because this particular cat doesn't look like it's doing anything. But sometimes that happens with groups, in my opinion. You have that one person that does nothing. So, yeah. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. So, yeah, it looks like they're trying so hard to keep all of them. So they're really trying hard to be frugal. But it looks like they're having a hard time with that, in my opinion. So that's very interesting. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So very traditional. We have the steps into this particular thing. And then we have the cats in the snow and whatnot. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles here with, ooh, okay, that's very interesting. We have like trying to have generosity in that sense, but it looks like this particular, oh no, this particular cat has a fish. Interesting. So this cat has a fish, but this cat is getting leftovers? Interesting. But this cat has a lot of fish. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a balance in that particular sense. I'm wondering what it says in the book. Let's see. Let's see. The orange cat gives out a fresh supply of fish to influence the cats around him as a result and holds all the power. Desperately hungry, starving neighborhood strays gather, set aside their pride, and hope for his scraps. Oh. Of course, this is what the manipulative cat wants, as it is well aware of their desperation and uses it to toy with them. So this is definitely a different take on generosity. Like typically you see like the distribution of wealth, but this is definitely way different. Like you're being more manipulative to have people under you rather than actually just being generous. You're trying to get something in return, which interesting. I like it because it's not a traditional, like in my opinion, it's not traditional meaning. That's definitely interesting. I like it for a Six of Pentacles because I feel like it's more, it feels more in the sense of how people are traditional, like modern, like in the modern sense of how people give. They don't just give. There's always like an attachment to it or some kind of ultimatum attached to the what you're receiving. So yeah, that definitely makes sense in that regard. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the right time because there's a bunch of birds and I think they want the birds. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm wondering how this depicts like learning skill. Like this cat seems to be cleaning their paw. So I'm wondering what it says a little bit in the book. The cat of the Eight of Pentacles is a finicky feline with the temperament of perfectionist. He will meticulously groom himself until not a single hair is out of place, regardless of how long it takes. Okay, so it's more the perfectionist aspect of the Eight of Pentacles rather than the skill aspect. Okay, that's interesting. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which I really love. That's beautiful. All the flowers and everything. Ten of Pentacles. Wealth, family, set up for generations. Page of Pentacles. Huh? So cute. We have the Knight of Pentacles with another horse, which I really like. Ooh, we have a pumpkin. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look at the little bunny. So cute. And lastly, we have the King of Pentacles. I like that very much. Look, little mouse there. So cute. Yeah, I really love this very much. I think that this deck is fantastic in terms of how the cats are done and things like that. So let's go ahead and give this a shuffle. It is standard oracle size in terms of this particular tarot. So if you find that too big, you can always shuffle like this. If the cards are too small, or you can shuffle in batches as well, like in piles, like shuffle in piles, in smaller piles if the cards are too big to do this way. I actually have no problem with this if it's standard oracle. It's only if it's bigger than standard that I have an issue shuffling, but these are okay. Like they're fine for me. So I'm going to read the Devil because I'm interested in that particular card, and then I will pull one other card to read as well, like maybe a minor or something. Yeah, I really love this card stock. I feel like it shuffles well, in my opinion, in terms of like overhand. Okay, so we're going to read also for the Two of Wands. Okay, let me move this to the side. Let's bring this in. So let's do that. We'll read for the Devil first. The Devil is really strange, so I really wanted to read for it because the imagery is odd. It's creepy, but I kind of like it. Okay. The Devil, dedicated to Moira. Moira was not your average cat. Some would say she was possessed by something otherworldly and had a way of enchanting mice into her grasp. Somehow, Moira, with her bright eyes and big mouth, would convince the mice that the safest place of all would be on her long, scratchy tongue. Perhaps it was the bits of cheese she would smuggle out of the house to lure her unsuspecting victims, or maybe she knew how to position herself using the mouse traps just right so that the only option the mouse would face would be, well, her face. Sorry, that's so funny. Moira didn't want to just hunt the mice. She wanted the mice to see her as the best solution. She wanted the mice to want or need her before she consumed them. The Devil is a crafty, devious creature who knows which disguises work best to catch his prey. Don't be fooled by the voice in your head that tells you to put off the work you need to do today so that you can binge watch the last 3 seasons of your favorite show. Oh my god, that is the Devil trying to keep you locked down by a desire for comfort. Like Moira, the Devil doesn't hunt. The Devil wants you to view the opportunity it is offering as the best solution. The Devil needs you to want it before it will fully consume you. This devious and mischievous creature knows your fears and uses the information to manipulate you into believing that the best course of action or solution is avoidance, or perhaps numbing the feelings. When the Devil arrives, be aware as he will play on your attachment to avoiding pain by offering false solutions that will, in the end, lead to greater suffering. The Devil may also signal that your situation could use a little fire, little creative thinking to achieve your desired outcome. Energy attributes. Positive. Adds passion to heat to a situation, understands how to use manipulation, is highly intuitive, can sense areas of weakness in others. Negative. Creates an atmosphere perfect for avoiding a situation or responsibility, creates unhealthy attachments and addictions, self-serving and manipulative, deceitful. That's really good. I really like this entry. Like, wow. It was also funny. I bet some of the sentences were hilarious, in my opinion. Really impressed with the guidebook so far. Okay, and then we're going to read for the Two of Wands. Okay, let's see here. Two of Wands. Here we go. Two of Wands, dedicated to Tink, Willow, and Malcolm. Is there 3 cats in here? Let me see 2. Huh. Let me look a little closer. No, I only see 2. Hmm. Yeah, interesting. I only see 2 cats. But it's dedicated to 3, apparently. I don't know. 3 different. There's 3 names, so I don't know. When it was clear that the orange cat, the more dominant cat, in the house was going after a favorite toy, the black cat took a risk and approached. Both cats stood on their hind legs, positioning themselves for battle. You hold energy that has the potential to create a disruption, to force a significant change, one that will impact not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. With this power comes great responsibility. Yes, you could seize control, become the dominant cat of the house with one bold move. However, in doing so, what will be the outcome? Can you devise incentives that will win others over, or will you simply grab what you want without consideration? When the Two of Wands appears, it is time to check in with your higher self, as it may be your chance to hold the world in your hands. Let your inventive mind explore avenues that will allow you to achieve the goal of being in charge without becoming a brute or a bully. The Two of Wands in a reading may indicate what your situation requires is originality and an understanding of the power that you possess. And it may just be your moment in the sun to capture a much coveted opportunity. Energy attributes: positive, having a clear vision and confidence to make a bold decision, creating original ideas that spark action. Negative, inconsiderate or a lack of compassion, focused only on what you want, disregarding how you impact others. So that's what I read for that. So I'm just going to show you the guidebook entries now. So if it'll focus. So this is what I read for the Devil. And this is what I read for the Two of Wands. So yeah, I really like the guidebook entries. I think the guidebook is really well done, in my opinion. So I have to say, I am in love with this particular deck. I think I'll just leave this like this. I am in love with this particular deck. I think it's really well done. In my opinion, the imagery is pretty easy to read. It feels very traditional in that particular sense, in regards to RWS. So I feel like this deck wouldn't be hard to understand in regards to the imagery itself. But I feel like the guidebook is great. So if a beginner wanted to get this particular deck, they have a really good guidebook to fall back on with really good entries and good information, in my particular opinion. But yes, I'm in love. Love this deck. I love MJ's work. I have quite a number of her decks already, and I am excited for everything else that she's planning to release with Hay House as well. Only because I've been watching her work for a while, and while I wish I could afford her particular decks in the indie, when they're indie, unfortunately they're just way too expensive for me to bring into Canada from the US. So I'm excited to be able to get them once they are more affordably priced for me personally. Once they come out. So I'm excited about this. Again, I will leave links down below of where you can get this particular deck. I do know that if you would like to support MJ herself, she does have Hay House copies that are signed. I believe they're signed anyway on her website. So I will leave a link down below to see if she has any stock of this particular deck. And if she does, I'll leave the link down below if you'd like to support her specifically. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this particular deck. I'd love to hear from you. Is this something you'd bring into your collection, something that interests you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you no matter what. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.